Look down a typical street in a medium-sized town and you will see a Baptist church, a Methodist church and a Presbyterian church, all sitting within a few blocks of each other. Walk a little further and you might spot a Lutheran or an Assembly of God building. If you have ever wondered why there are so many different kinds of Protestant churches, you are not alone. It looks incredibly confusing. To understand how we got here, we need to go back about 500 years. In the early 1500s, the Catholic Church was the only major Christian institution in Western Europe. A monk named Martin Luther felt the Church had strayed from the original teachings of the Bible. He famously posted his complaints on a church door in Germany. Luther believed ordinary people should read the Bible for themselves. Up until that point, the scriptures were mostly kept in Latin. Only priests and highly educated people could read them. Luther translated the Bible into German. Other reformers quickly did the same for their own languages. Printing presses ran day and night. Soon farmers, shopkeepers, and local leaders were reading the scriptures in their native tongues. When you give a book to millions of people and ask them what it means, they will give you different answers. The reformers agreed on the big picture. They all believed salvation came through faith alone and the Bible was the ultimate authority. They disagreed on the details. Luther sat down with another reformer named Ulrich Zwingli. They wanted to unite their movements. They agreed on almost everything except communion. Luther believed Jesus was truly present in the bread and wine. Zwingli believed it was purely symbolic. Neither man would change his mind. They parted ways. Two distinct branches of Protestantism were born right there. Geography played a huge role in creating new groups. Back then, religion and politics were tied tightly together. The king or prince decided what the local church looked like. In England, King Henry VIII wanted a divorce. The Pope said no. Henry broke away and created the Church of England. This gave us the Anglican denomination. Over in Scotland, leaders embraced the teachings of John Calvin. They organized their churches using councils of elders instead of bishops. This gave us the Presbyterians. As time went on, people kept asking hard questions about how a church should run. Take baptism. Most early Protestants kept the tradition of baptizing babies. Some readers looked at the New Testament and noticed that only adults who could profess their faith were baptized. They decided to only baptize adults. People called them Anabaptists. Today, we know their spiritual descendants as Baptists. Fast forward to the 1800s and 1900s. People wanted more emotion and personal experience in their faith. They felt the old churches were too rigid. A desire for a direct, spirited connection with God led to the Pentecostal and charismatic movements. These groups focus heavily on the Holy Spirit. New denominations also formed over social issues, worship styles, and leadership structures. Today, there are thousands of Protestant groups around the world.
Subscribe! Subscribe!